welcome back to another grocery haul. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, every now and then Ali hands me the camera and lets me do the hauls for the week. She's also given me the opportunity to do some recipes for the week. So as you know, I often get the camera and I've got no idea what things cost. I've got no idea what we've bought. And I just kind of ad lib and sort of make it up as I go along. So this week I've been given the reins, I've done the groceries, I've been to the shops, and I've got some recipes to do as well. So let's start up the top. A few little interesting pickups this week, but we'll get to them shortly. So as we look over the top here, we've got our regular 3 litres of milk, we've got 2 dozen eggs. We've also seemed to have cornered the market in different forms of cheese. We've got Parmesan cheese in a block, ricotta cheese in a tub, and cottage cheese. As you know, some gestational diabetes is happening here at the moment, so our usual purchases are being replaced with some other options. In other news, Aldi completely out of the big blocks. We normally have a big block of cheese, we go through it very quickly in this house, so we've had to downgrade to the 500 gram block, which was about $5.80. Look, it's not going to last us long, but the shelves were bare in that department, so we have to make do. Something else that we bought, which is a bit of a treat, to be honest with you, we've got some raspberries here. They were $5.99, so we did pay through the nose for them, and that's about the treat. The total bill this week was $196, which is much more than we normally spend. However, we did get some meat options, which we'll talk about very shortly, which will last over a couple of different meals. So let's keep moving on. Past the cheese, we've got our mushrooms, which we've been having for breakfast with our rocket and our eggs because of our change in dietary requirements. We've got some mozzarella cheese. I did look for the block. Aldi unfortunately didn't have any blocks. They only had the already shredded cheese, which we're sort of trying to steer away from because there's probably some bits and pieces in there that aren't that nutritious for you, but sometimes you just got to make do in the current climate. Avocados, great to have on breakfast with our eggs. I've got some bananas as well as some sweet potato, which, as you know, would be the low GI option. A couple of bags of rocket leaves, we love those in the morning. You can add them as a bit of a salad. I've grabbed some of these imperial rice, microwave 90 seconds, great for lunches, great for a snack on the run. Probably not great for the gestational diabetes. I tend to chuck one in my bag for work, and if I get a bit hungry throughout the afternoon, I can have that. Also got some sardines there in spring water, which goes very well with the rice. Moving down, some black chia seeds. I'm not sure what the thought was behind that. I'm sure Ali will probably let us know as she looks at this video. Some basil. We've got a couple of meals this week which are going to be delicious. I'm doing the spaghetti and meatballs, which the kids love. I'm also doing some lamb chops, sweet potato, and some broccolini, which you can see there, which is going to be another meal. I'm also going to do something a little bit out of the box. We'll scoot over this way. Was going to be pork belly, except it was twice the price for half as much. So I went with a pork leg roast. I'll slow cook that with some herbs and spices, with a rocket and pear salad and some sweet potato chips. I went away last weekend, off with a mate, went fishing, went to the pub after, had a meal. That's what they were serving. It was delicious. I thought, I reckon I can replicate that at home. We'll see how that goes. Moving up a little bit further, we've got our fresh rosemary for our meatballs, which is going to be delicious. Also some pecans, very good for you, very nutritious and good for, I think they're a low GI option as well. Got some lamb chops there, which we'll get a couple of meals out of. As I mentioned earlier, our bill was $197.30. Normally we don't spend that much. However, if you think about it, we are going to have a couple of meals out of each of these things. So the spaghetti and meatballs we'll probably get 2, maybe 3 meals out of. The pork roast leg, which was $16.75, it's 2 kilos. I'll cook them in kilo lots, so I might freeze half of it, cut it in half, freeze half of it, and then reuse a little bit later. And then the lamb chops, we'll probably get 2 meals out of them. So when you think about that or break that down, the values are actually not too bad. A little bit of a spontaneous buy that I saw. I thought I'd give some barramundi a little bit of a go. We sometimes have some salmon, which we normally have. However, I reckon the barramundi might be nice for a bit of a change. Coming back this way a little bit, we've got some pears, which is pretty usual. Going to be used in the pear and rocket salad as well as to eat for kids and snacks. I went the green apples. A little bit tart at the moment, but I think they're still okay, and they're about half the price of what we normally get, which is the pink lady apples. Scooting up a bit further, mandarins, kids love them. They're always grabbing them out of the fruit bowl, so it's a real win. We've got our single loaf of bread. Ali's got a special bread that she has for a gestational diabetes, but Aldi doesn't stock it, so we'll just go with 1 loaf of that, and I think we've still got a few leftovers going on there. Up the top here, we've got our Tetley tea. Extra strong Tetley. Ali reminded me when I walked in that she's been trying to cull the tea in the cupboard, and I've just gone and purchased some more, so we'll get through it. We're relatively big tea drinkers here, so we'll get through those guys, no worries. The almond milk, there was a bit of a selection of almond milk, to be honest. I had really no idea what I was looking for, so I went with the unsweetened almond milk. We'll see what happens with that. The Greek yogurt, as I mentioned before, great for breakfast as well and for a snack. Ali's got an absolute cracker. Healthy, low GI, very filling. Greek yogurt, granola, peanut butter, possibly something else added. Delicious and extremely filling, which is great as a snack as well. So that's kind of where we're at this week for our grocery haul. Like I said, we spent $197. We're going to get multiple meals out of all of this. So although that seems a little excessive, value for money, it's actually not too bad. No junk food this week. I took the kids this morning. As one would imagine, trying to shop with 2 kids can be a little bit challenging. They were terrific. However, no junk food added to our list this week. So that'll be about it for this week. We'll catch you next week. Bye.